The video that I made yesterday of Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson attacking Nick Fuentes, loads of people seem to, well, not really agree with what I had to say. And that is totally fine. You're able to disagree with me. Some people reported the video because they thought that I was being a charlatan and lying, which is funny to me. Was telling the truth as far as I was aware. But hey, you guys are entitled to your own opinion. And if you want to report a video, by all means, report a video. There's nothing wrong with it. But hey, if you guys can't get over a title, okay, you need to grow up. It is a title. It is for the algorithm. That is it. The algorithm, because it helps publish the video. But the amount of comments that I get of people just complaining about the title of a video, watch the damn video. And if the title works by you watching the video, it's done its job. Don't get angry at the video title. Grow up. It's simple as that, isn't it? But anyway, just thought I'd say my little piece about that, because people just go after the title of the video and not really the content, or they don't explain themselves in the comment section. But some people do, some people don't. And I will have time for people that actually do explain themselves and make a great deal of sense. Those that don't, you're just a joke. Anyway, still appreciate your support nonetheless. But Nick Fuentes, right? There was attacked by Tucker and Candy yesterday, which totally uncalled for. Tucker went into a number of rants, which he often does. And Nick decided to deliver a statement to Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens. If you guys have the balls to gossip about me on a podcast, why don't you actually talk to Nick Fuentes? Why don't you have him on the podcast? You've said that you've never spoken to him. You're calling him a lot of things that you probably don't even know that are actually true. But why don't you actually talk to him instead of just bashing him on your podcast? Because that's a very easy thing to do, isn't it? Now, while I'm not a huge fan of Nick Fuentes, I really do hope that he takes down Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson, because both of them are incredible grifters. And to be honest with you, like, Nick's response to Tucker made a great deal of sense than anything that Tucker had to say in his 6-minute monologue that was just rambling. Same with Candace Owens, by the way. Anyway, have a watch of Nick Fuentes' response.
Tucker, I'm ready. You are a journalist. You have made an accusation. You have asked a question. Now, Tucker says he has not watched my show. He's never met me. We've never talked. And if there was any uncertainty before, I will dispel all ambiguity right now. I have never spoken to Tucker in my life. I don't know him. And yet he's making some pretty big claims about me for somebody who doesn't watch my show and doesn't know me and has no experience with me. And I would say, if you would give the president of Iran a chance, if you would give Prime Minister Netanyahu a chance, he's offered to interview him, Vladimir Putin, Ted Cruz, Candace Owens, if he's willing to debate Ben Shapiro, he called out Ray Epps, who is also accused of being a Fed involved in January 6th. Why not me? If I am the Pied Piper, as he claims, leading the disaffected young white men down a bad path, if I'm an inorganic actor, I'm a big boy. Ask me the tough questions. Interrogate me like you interrogated Ted Cruz. Get to the bottom of it. You are a journalist, after all. And if you're confident in your position, then one of two things will come to light. Either you will prove beyond a shadow of a doubt before the whole world, you will impeach my character and prove that I'm a bad faith actor. And the spell will be broken. And the true opponents of the neocons will prevail. Or you will find, or the audience will find, that I am who I say I am. And they will learn why I have attacked J.D. Vance and Joe Kent and Tucker himself. Maybe we'll find the whole thing was a big misunderstanding. And maybe Tucker will apologize to me if he got it wrong. But you don't know until you have the conversation. I don't fear the tough questions. I don't fear sunlight, which is the best disinfectant. So if you have the balls to gossip about me, and make snarky personal attacks with Candace Owens, and you're both going to talk about me and about what happened and about other things, I think it's only right that I should be able to reply. I think it's only right that I should be able to face the accusation. I'm not asking for you to do a puff piece. I'm not asking for you to take it easy on me. I'm not asking for you to promote me or defend me. Be as tough as you want to be. Ask me anything. I'm here for it. I think that's reasonable. If you're able to say it when I'm not in the room, you should say it to my face. He's been insinuating it for a long time.
He's right. He's right. I hate to say it, but he's actually right. And he pointed out Tucker will have the president of Iran. He will go to Vladimir Putin. He'll go to Qatar. He'll go and interview all of these people that one would actually be wondering, well, where do your allegiances lie? Truly. Please do explain to me where your allegiances lie. Oh, I know. You're not going to give the president of Iran any pushback when you're talking about the chance of death to America and death to the West. Okay, we understand that. No pushback at all. That is pro-US, isn't it? But then you'll go and accuse Nick Fuentes of things that may not entirely be true. Now, Nick is right to point all these things out. Why all these people that Tucker will go and interview, even Candace Owens, for example, but won't even interview Nick Fuentes. And by the way, Nick, just want to correct you on something. He won't debate Ben Shapiro because he's scared of debating Ben Shapiro. He's got no interest. In fact, Tucker Carlson would much rather do the exact same thing he did to you than actually sit behind a panel or what, even Zoom, no less, to debate Ben Shapiro. Because we all know that Tucker is, well, at the moment, it seems like he's become a very big grifter and he doesn't care about anything but himself and lies. But that's like Candace Owens for you too. And so you put the like offer out there. Why don't you debate me? Why don't you have me on the show? It's quite interesting. You know, it's sort of like Tucker's doing it kind of like a Dave Smith in a way, but Tucker will have other people on his show. And it's as if Tucker's got no idea about Nick at all because he's never watched his show. And, well, it's quite interesting. You don't know any of the things that he's saying is merely hearsay. Once again, kind of like Candace Owens, kind of like Dave Smith too. They'll just say things that are kind of provocative and hearsay like. So what's the point in saying them? Aside from the fact that people that have low IQs are going to believe you and then go along with that. So I've watched Nick's show. I don't agree with many of the things that Nick has to say. In fact, I'm not aligned on anything he has to say about Israel. I'm not aligned on anything he has to say about masculinity either. There's lots of things I disagree with Nick on. And same with Nazism too. But that being aside, it seems to me that Nick is a little bit smarter in some cases than Tucker and Candace. Both of them put together, I think Nick takes them both out. I really do. But hey, that's just my personal opinion, isn't it? I couldn't care less for all three of them. I think the little bit of dramatization is getting a bit ridiculous and a bit pathetic, but nevertheless, it makes good content, and Nick made a good point. So I wanted to point that out as well, because I think it's important to have Nick do his call out or have his say after he's been attacked and slammed. Can only imagine how that must feel, right? You know, they don't watch your show. They think they know who you are, and they attack you to hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people. Kind of like a slander, lies. Interesting that, isn't it? Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.